Hello air signs, welcome to my channel, Oracle Intuitions. My name is Catherine. This is your weekly reading for July 13th to July 20th. We're going to be looking into mind, body, spirit, relationships, as well as some clarifying cards from the universe. All of the links for the cards are down below, as well as links to my Facebook, Instagram, and website. Just so you know, all the organites that are shown in my video are my own creations. And because these are general readings, they may not resonate with everyone. If you don't want to watch the whole video, there are timestamps below in the description box as well for each of the readings that we're doing today. Let's get started. We will go with Aquarius. Aquarius, let's get started with your reading. This is for July 13th to July 20th. Mind, body, and spirit. I don't know why these cards don't want to shuffle very good today. All right, there we go. And one more. All right, mind, body, and spirit for Aquarius for the week ahead. We've got the Queen of Coins, the Ace of Wands for body, and the Emperor for spirit. So here's what we're getting. Just to start off, we're going to do some clarification cards with this as well. What I'm getting here, Aquarius, is that you're really feeling stronger this week. It feels as though there's some sort of, it's almost like you're coming into your own power this week is what I'm getting. We have this Queen of Coins card. You're feeling more grounded. You're feeling more stable within your mind. I feel that there may have been some confusion. There may have been some distraction within your mind. I actually feel a little bit that for some of you really going through like an energy shift is what I'm getting. But this week you're coming into some realizations. It seems as though you're taking control, okay? Instead of allowing yourself to maybe perhaps wander or be lost within your mind or even within the body, you're taking control of this now. You're allowing your spirit. I feel that you're allowing spirit to guide you is what I'm getting. Instead of trying to control things, or to control the way things were. I just hit the camera. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Instead of trying to control the outcome of things or trying to control the way things were happening around you, it feels as though you're letting go and you're allowing spirit to guide you. Okay, you're listening to the messages that were, have been coming in, that have been trying to come into your mind, into your body. It feels as though you're feeling a lot stronger. It feels like you're taking control as well of that body. So this could be letting go of some habits. It could be eating better. It could be getting better sleep. Basically, you're doing those things that are going to bring you more passion, more energy throughout this week. It feels as though you might be, maybe you're looking into starting a new fitness routine. Maybe you're looking into eating healthier. Maybe you're looking into dropping some habits. But it really feels as though you're becoming more grounded within your energy. This is really good. I feel as though there was some sort of situation that you may have been trying to put some control on, but now you're starting to let go of that control and you're allowing spirit to just guide you. You're listening to the messages. You're allowing, instead of your mind wandering all over the place and kind of wreaking havoc on that mind and the body, you're sitting back and you're going, okay, I'm going to listen now to the messages that are coming through. I'm going to hear the guidance that it is that I need to hear. I'm going to allow these messages to show themselves is what I'm receiving. Okay, so let's get some clarification and see what spirit has to say in regards to this Queen of Coins energy. I really love this. This is somebody very grounded. She's nurturing. I feel like you're nurturing yourself within your mind. I felt like your mind may have been overactive, overthinking, a lot of, replaying conversations, a lot of things that are just mentally stressing. And now you're starting to take care of that mind, that Queen of Coins energy coming through, where you're just going, you know what? I don't need to do this. Either this isn't my problem and I can let go of it, I can allow it to just heal on its own, or I'm just going to allow this spirit to help guide me, is what I'm really getting. So clarification for the Queen of Coins, we've got accept happiness and good fortune. Yeah, it almost seems like you were taking away from your own happiness because of your mind playing, all kinds of like I said, replaying stuff. I keep a lot of replaying, like maybe hanging on to things from the past, replaying old conversations, trying to figure something out. And basically what you were doing is you were removing yourself from your own happiness instead of staying in the present, staying now. This Queen of Coins is very grounded. She's a very present energy. Okay, we have the Pig. Maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Yeah, and that very well may have been what had been wreaking havoc on you. You may have been looking at certain things that maybe you felt did take away from some of your self-worth or self-esteem. You could have also been, looking at yourself in some way. I don't like this, I don't like that. Maybe this person doesn't like me because of this or because of that. It was almost like you were taking away from your own magnificence, is what I'm getting here. Okay. And now you're sitting there and you're standing in your own power now, is what I'm getting. So we've got the Dove coming through. Spread messages of peace and harmony. Yeah, I'm also getting to that it could have been just because of energies around you. This might have been people, it might have been things that you were observing. I do feel that part of that reason for some of that chaos that was going on in your mind was because you were in a state of discord. And this could be from social media, it could be from friends and family, it could be from just, Aquarius is really like things. We're very open-minded people, but we also like stability. Okay. And I feel like, there wasn't a lot of stability within the messages that were coming through. And so now you're sort of in a place of, I'm not only going to not pay attention to a lot of the things that are going on, but I'm going to stand in my own power. I know what it is that I feel. I know what I feel is right. I know, that the messages that I was receiving weren't healthy for me. And now you can almost not only listen to messages of peace and harmony, but you can also start emitting them as well. Okay, so let's look at that Ace of Wands for the body. We've got be patient and be focused. We have the Dog. Be disciplined in your own home and community life. Yeah, because remember I felt like you might be starting something here, starting something new. And here's the thing, is it may take some discipline. Okay. And we've got the Donkey. Keep your heart open no matter what. So I'm getting that some of the energies that were coming through were not only wreaking havoc in some sort of mental way, but also in that physical way. All right. And it feels as though there may have been something or someone that brought you into a place where you weren't feeling strong and secure within your own body or your state of your body. Okay, now this could be, whether externally, internally, however you wish to take it. But it does say, I'm really feeling here to dismiss a lot of the 3D realm, is what I'm getting, is that you're really starting to go into that 5D or even higher realm, and you're listening to those messages. You're keeping that heart open. You're not letting fear come at you anymore. Okay, now it does take some discipline, is what I'm getting. So for those of you that are, going into some sort of fitness program, or you're looking into some sort of possible different way of expanding your physical strength, you do have to be patient. Okay, be patient, be focused, be disciplined, is what I'm getting. Let's look into spirit. So we've got the Dolphin coming in. Live joyfully in the present. That's exactly what I was saying. It feels as though you're now living joyfully in the present. You're starting to live more into the present than you were paying attention, rather than paying attention to the past or even worrying about that future energy. You know, it feels like you were almost like you were going into the past and bringing things from the past into the present, but then you're removing that and going into the future and starting to go into a state of fear of some sort. And it says, now live joyfully in the present. And with that Emperor coming through, it feels as though that's exactly what you're doing. Your angels, your guides are helping you, and you're allowing that to happen. Okay. I feel like you're allowing that spiritual side to take over that mind and body essence, okay, instead of creating all kinds of confusion and things for yourself. You're just putting trust into the universe. You're putting faith into God, the universe, your own angels, your own guides, and your own higher self is what I'm getting here. So the second one here, we've got care for others and let them be free. Yeah, I feel like if there was somebody that was sort of invading that mental space, okay, and creating some sort of chaos, it doesn't mean that they were, okay, they may not have been purposely trying to create anything. It's the way that you were looking at it is what I'm getting. For some of you, it very well could be somebody that is trying to create some sort of, manipulation or mental confusion. But basically what it's saying here is live in that present and don't sit there and worry about, is somebody going to do this? Is somebody going to do that? Is somebody going to, what's going to happen? Blah, blah, blah. We've got all of these dialogues going on in our head, and it's saying just, give them love, set them free. What is supposed to happen will happen. I feel like there are things going on, again, with that Emperor going on, coming through. I feel like there's things that are going on under the scenes that you don't know about. And the best way for the most positive outcome of this is to stay and maintain in the present and not to put worry or fear into the future energy. I feel like your higher self, your guides, your angels are knowing exactly what they're doing, and they are bringing this forward. They're bringing this amazing new passion towards you in some manner, but you do have to allow it to come through. And if we're in a state of chaos, we're not accepting and we're not receiving these positive messages. All right. The other thing I'm getting here, I will listen to. You can't make this up. Listen to the messages of the angels. Exactly what I just said. This is exactly what needs to happen. You got to listen to those messages of the angels. Allow them to come through and remove yourself from that state of chaos and worry and everything else. The crap, that mental crap, those mental dialogues that we have. Let it go is what I'm getting. So let's take a look into relationships for you this week, Aquarius, and see what is coming through. All right, so relationships for Aquarius. And we're going to get some clarification as well. Relationships for Aquarius. Right away, I feel like I need this one. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Yeah. Here's the thing is I feel that even if this isn't in a physical sense, I do feel that this is a spiritual sense of some sort. Again, allow yourself to maintain in the present. Think on those positive, what it is that you're trying to manifest, what it is that you want to bring through, rather than, the junk. That's really what it is, that junk that we tend to bring from the past, or the junk of worrying of what is going to happen. I really feel that there is somebody coming through in some manner. Give that your relationship a chance. I feel like holding on to past issues when this person comes through. Now, this could be a current relationship. It could be, one that, you might have a person of interest. I feel it's like your person. When this relationship or when this person comes forward, I feel like you have to be open in order to receive the messages instead of jumping to a conclusion or overthinking or panicking about what it is that they've said or how they said it, or, all that, again, all that mental stress that you put yourself through. True love. This is the romance. I feel like this is the romance of a lifetime. I mean, how beautiful is that? I feel like, again, I feel like somebody is coming through. I feel like somebody's trying to come through. It could even be your own energy that may have kept them away before, but now that you're clearing that energy, I feel like this is really coming through. And it's funny because my ears literally just started ringing really, really deeply. I feel like these are like there's somebody that is trying to make an appearance, or somebody who is trying to make a reappearance within your life. Or it could even be, if you're in a relationship, somebody who's trying to increase this relationship, make maybe a stronger commitment in some way. And it also says deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. It's interesting because for some of you, you may be wondering, if somebody is going to be true, or if there's going to be, you might be wondering if this person, because there might be somebody in your mind already, and you're sitting there going, I don't know if I really want this person. Maybe that's what was giving you all of that confusion. And you were wondering if they were being deceptive. Now we're going to look at some clarifying cards, but here's the thing. This is what I'm really feeling. So for some of you, it's going to resonate the fact that if you were asking if somebody is being deceptive, this card is coming through. But we are going to get some clarification before we jump to any conclusions about this card at this point. But I'm also getting very strongly, the first word I had in my head when I saw this card was, I feel that deception was within yourself. Okay, again, allowing ourselves to get into a state where we're not seeing things as they truly are. We're kind of making things up in our minds. So somebody might have said something and we're taking it in a whole different way. We're taking it in a more personal way. Maybe, their words aren't the words that you really wanted to hear. So now you're taking it in a manner that is really just, again, your mind is deceiving you, is what I'm receiving here. So we're going to take a look, because I do feel that there is something or someone that is trying to come through at this time. Now, you have to go with how this resonates with you. Okay? So take it as it feels good towards you. Go with your own truth on this, because I am, reading the cards as they come through, and I'm hearing the messages that come through, but you may have different messages that are coming through for you, and that's okay. But I am really feeling that deception is coming through from you. I am getting that for some of you, though, this person that is coming back, or this person that's trying to come through, there may have been that mental confusion because of some sort of deception. So the deception might have been true, but it may not have been. I feel like there might have been some clearing of that energy. Like it doesn't feel, it may be from past energy. Okay, so again, let's just clarify and see what they have to say here. All right. Either way, you have to go with what feels good for you, right? So let's clarify this. Give your relationship a chance. We have the Chariot. Interesting. We have the Six of Swords. Yeah. And we have the Three of Swords. So for some of you, what I'm getting here, that with this deception and this Three of Swords, there very well may have been some sort of three-party situation going on at some point. Okay? And that would have brought a lot of heartache. I feel like, it really put you into a state also, which could have caused that mental chaos. You had a decision. Do I go? Do I stay? I don't know what to do. I know what I'm feeling. I want to give this relationship a chance, but I keep going back into the past, because in the past, this person truly hurt me. Now, it doesn't need to be that three-party situation, but this does talk about extreme sadness, extreme, you know, she's almost like on the floor in, her heart torn out type of feeling. And I feel like that might have been a situation from the past. Now, this could be with this person. It could be with a different person, but like it could be with this person coming through. It could be with a different person. But I feel like there was some sort of decision here, and it's almost like, do I give this person a chance because of the past? Okay. And you also might be looking at things that had happened that was causing that mental chaos because of, again, that past is what I'm receiving. But it feels like you really want to move past this. It's saying give the relationship a chance, move away from these, troubled waters, go into the smoother waters, move ahead, allow it's time for you to take the reins is what I'm getting, instead of allowing your mind, to have, like, when I look at the Chariot, sometimes, it's almost like if somebody's not holding on to the reins tightly, if they're not directing their thoughts, if they're not directing their course, okay, the horses are going to just run amok. And that would be like our minds running amok. So what I'm getting here is that for some of you, you really have wanted to give this relationship a chance. There was something from the past that was holding you back. It could have been some sort of deception at some point in time, but it feels like you're ready to move past that. Now, again, that doesn't need to be with the same person. It could be with a new person, but I feel like somebody is coming through and you're going to have to let go of these feelings if you want to give this relationship an opportunity to blossom, is what I'm getting. So let's look at true love. We've got the Four of Coins. Yeah, again, holding on to something. The Judgment card. And we've got the Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you truly, truly want this true love to come through. And it's saying that it's going to. It wants to really come through. It wants to break that surface. It wants to break whatever cycle it's in right now. It wants to create this commitment and this long-standing relationship. But there is something that, is holding back. There was so much sadness in the past, is what I'm getting. And I feel like for some of you, you had a lot of hope. I feel like you had a lot of hope, and you're hanging, it's hard to move past that. It's hard to regain that hope. It's hard to let go sometimes of the past because you're so scared of getting destroyed again within that heart space. Okay. And that Four of Coins coming through, there's still parts of it there. And I feel like this is where Spirit is coming through to you this week and really helping you to release this in order to allow this relationship, this connection to become enhanced, for it to come forward, for it to blossom. This is what I'm getting. I feel like this person, whoever it was that hurt you, with this Judgment card coming in, I'm going to be honest, I feel like there was some karma that they've received. So if it was somebody that is trying to come through, if it is somebody that you were thinking about and you're really debating, do I really want this person back in my life because of this past deception? I feel like they've already learned some lessons as well. This Judgment card coming through, this feels like a very deep soul connection. And I feel like it was like some sort of connection, some sort of lesson that you both had to go through. And it feels as though, I feel like from your angels, again, staying in the present and hearing, you're allowing Spirit to help you through this situation. What I'm getting here is that this was a lesson, some sort of karmic lesson that needed to be learned, and it's time to now release it and allow new energy to blossom within this relationship. So let's take a look at that deception. Yeah, we've got another 3 card, 3 of Coins. All right. The 6 of Wands. And we've got the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like there has to be some compromise here. I know, here's the thing. When somebody hurts us so deeply, we want to keep... It's almost like we, as much as we want a relationship, sometimes we just keep lashing at it. You know, we lash at the pain, we keep bringing up the pain, we keep, rehashing it in our minds, maybe even with that person, and it's really telling you have to let it go. There has to be some compromise within this. They know what they did. Okay, you don't need to keep reminding them. You obviously don't want it to happen again, but I feel like there's been a lesson learned here for them. I feel there's been a lesson for you as well. And what I'm getting with this Six of Wands and this Queen of Cups, I feel like once you come to that compromise, or that allowing, that allow yourselves to even work as in collaboration with each other. Now, this may not be on a physical level, it may be on a soul level, allowing that energy to heal itself. I feel that that's where that success comes in. That's where that true love is allowed to come through the surface. It's allowed to enter into to you on that 3D level, is what I'm receiving here. So let's get a card from the universe, some clarification card from the universe, and see what I have. I feel like this is going to be a really strong week for you, Aquarius. It just feels very it's like you're allowing those connections to happen now. You're allowing that connection. It feels like you've really gone through the healing, or you're about to go through the healing that is necessary, or that was needed for this. It just feels you're ready now. You're ready now. It's like you're, maybe a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, or even a couple years ago, wherever that connection happened, where the heartbreak was brought forth, I feel like you weren't ready. And now you're preparing yourself. You're getting yourself ready. You're doing all of this releasing, and you're now ready for this love to come forward. Okay, whether this is somebody, the one person that hurt you, or whether this is a new love, it's you're allowing this now. All right. So let's take a look and see what the universe has. I want you to also remember too that relationships, when we do the relationships, it doesn't always need to be on a romantic sense. It can be, friends, co-workers, family. Take it as it resonates with you. Okay. Sanctuary, privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries, and taboos. So I feel like for some of you, in order to do this clearing, you do need to almost go into a hermit mode, for this. What I'm also getting here is that respect boundaries. I feel like this is you possibly needing to not only respect your own personal boundaries, and again, if something is creating havoc within our mental space, we are not respecting those boundaries because we're allowing chaos to enter. Okay, but I'm also receiving that you may have to respect somebody else's boundaries because they may be going through something as well, or they may be doing some releasing on their own. And this is where you may want to, check their corresponding sign, or their sun, moon, rising, Venus, like check, and see what they're going through. And you can do that, through my videos, but see what energy they're experiencing at this point in time. But I do feel that this sanctuary, this respecting boundaries is for you. Okay. For yourself, your inner self. Don't let chaos enter your mind, is what I keep getting here. So let's get a couple of clarifying cards in regards to this and see what it has to say. A new project, like a newborn baby, your actions are growing your actions are growing your idea into a reality. Yeah. Again, that I feel like this really fits. It's like your actions towards cutting off the negative messages that you keep trying to bring in. Okay, it's going to help. It's like a new project. Sometimes we sit there and we're so used to the havoc that we have in our mind, within our mental state, that this is almost like something new. What's it like living without all of this chaos going on in my head? That's what I feel. agent or manager. Your work expands its reach as you partner with a professional who can help you. So for some of you, this very well may be that you need somebody to talk to. But I'm also getting here that for this week, I do feel like for some of you, you may be working on a new project. You may be, this might be within work. It could be within your family life. I feel like there is something new that you need to concentrate on that instead of the, allowing yourself chaos. It almost feels like to use this as a distraction. Okay, so not only are you going to be enhancing whatever it is that you're working towards, but you're also going to be releasing all of those negative thoughts from your mindset. Okay. For some of you, there might be a partner who is coming in to help you in some way with work. I feel like that would be a work project, not, well, I mean, I guess for some of you it might be romantic, but I do feel like, for a majority that this could be, there's something that you're going to be working with somebody. I feel like these messages are almost on a separate, it's almost like Spirit had two messages for you. So we've got this as one message, and we've got the sanctuary, where remember to respect your own boundaries, that your own personal space, your own privacy. Like just allow yourself to heal this week. Allow those messages from the angels to come through, because I feel that as you go through all of these processes, things are going to really, you're going to see things in a whole new light by the end of this week. This is what I'm getting. So I truly hope that has helped, Aquarius. And we're going to start on the next sign, which is going to be Libra. Okay, Libra, let's get started with your reading. This is Mind, Body, Spirit. We're going to be looking into relationships as well as some messages from the universe. All right, this is for July 13th to July 20th. For what it is that Libra, this could be energies coming in. This could be current energies. This could also be energies that are going to be nearer to the end of the week. Okay. Please take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. So we're taking a look into mind, body, and spirit. The Tower for the mind. The Queen of Wands for the body. And spirit is the world. Something is coming to an end. There's some sort of conclusion for you. And it feels as though it's making you stronger. It's making you stronger, or you're going to have strength through this. I feel like, Libra, this Tower coming through, you've been in a state where you know something is ending. Now, you can take, again, as this resonates with you, this could be a mental state that you've been experiencing. This could be an actual physical state with something ending on a material level. This could be like relationships, jobs, whatever it is. Again, take it as it resonates, but it feels like you're walking away. It almost feels as though for some of you, there is more clarity. You're ending a cycle in some way that has mentally confused you, is what's happening here. This World card coming in for spirit, it almost feels like I'm feeling a relief for some of you. Like it almost feels like this has been dragging on. Something has been dragging on for a while now. And you have had to be strong, but I feel like you're very confident with this Queen of Wands card coming in for the body. It feels as though you're very confident in what it is that you're doing. There is a little bit of mental stress in regards to the situation, but Spirit is saying that this conclusion, this cycle, this ending of a cycle in some sort is actually going to make you stronger. Okay, stronger not only physically, but mentally. You may have, now this could be a situation where you're just coming to the end of it. It could be a situation that you've been wondering about, going into this week is what I'm getting. And for some of you, you may just make a sudden decision that you're ending something in that mental state, okay? And again, that mental state, this Tower card coming through, it feels like you have to break down some illusions within your mind that you may have been carrying. All right. But it ends that cycle is what I'm receiving here. So it almost feels like you may have been playing things in your mind, wondering, how is this going to go? Where is this going to go? How is, all of that. Should I, shouldn't I? There's so much confusion going on in here. But this is like, I just feel this relief. Okay, with this World card, this relief coming through for you in some manner. I do feel like there is going to be some sort of ending. And again, this could be an ending of your mental confusion. It could be somebody, clarifying to you what you've already known all along. And that helps rebuild that foundation for yourself within your mind. Okay, it could be an ending of something. I feel like there's going to be communication coming through from somebody. All right, is what I'm getting. And it may be the ending. They might come to you in regards to some ending, or you might be going to them in regards to some ending. But I just feel like there might be some finality that is happening this week. All right, so let's get some clarification cards and see what Spirit has to say in regards to this ending here, this Tower card. What is happening? The Wolf. Be independent, but work together. Yeah, I feel like, again, somebody might be coming to you and asking, like, I feel like this is in a gentle nature, even though it might have that Tower moment of ending, and it could be heartbreaking, or it could be you that is going to somebody in regards to something heartbreaking. And it might not even be an end of a relationship, because it is saying, work together, be independent, but work together. It could be either both of you deciding to end something that just wasn't working, or it could be finding new ways to work on something. But I feel like a gentle communication coming towards you. It feels like even though this person might want something to end, they're still doing it in a gentle way is what I'm receiving here. We've got the Cat, be relaxed and independent. We've got a lot of independent cards. So this could be, for some of you, this could be an ending of some sort of relationship is what I'm getting. And it feels as though you already knew it was coming. You've already felt that energy. And again, I do feel a little bit of relief, because it's an ending of a cycle. It's almost like something that you almost wanted to happen. It doesn't mean that you're sitting there hoping that it would happen, but it almost feels like it's going to help with your own confidence, your own self-esteem. Something is bringing about that independence. This Queen of Wands, she's very independent. Okay, she's very strong individual. So we've also got the Tiger, accept your magnificence. Yeah, and that really plays in with that Queen of Wands energy. So it almost feels like this ending is going to actually create a stronger, more powerful you is what I'm receiving here. Let's look at the Queen of Wands. So we've got the Deer coming through. Trust in the support of the universe. Yeah, like you're not alone in this. The universe is helping you. And again, we've got that World coming through. So the world, the universe, Spirit is helping you with this Tower energy is what I'm getting. But again, I feel like this is no surprise to you. It almost feels like in some way you've been either wanting or wishing for it or expecting it in some manner. We've got be ready to transform with wisdom. Again, that Queen of Wands energy coming through. That butterfly, that transformative energy is really happening. Like this is something that is actually, even if for some of you, if you're sitting there going, what does she mean I'm going to be happy about this ending? Trust in the universe, because this transformation, this whatever it is that is coming through this ending, and again, it might be just a mental state, okay? This ending is going to help you transform. It's going to help make you become more wiser, more confident, more strong. You know, that your higher self is really talking to you at this particular time. It's also coming in with the cow. Give with unconditional love and grace. So even if this is something that you don't want to happen, or some sort of ending, if it isn't a physical sense that is coming through, it is talking about, you know, still have that unconditional love, that unconditional grace within yourself. You know, I feel like if you've been resisting something, even though you kind of knew on, you know, on the surface, like I feel like a lot of you know what it is that I am talking about. I feel like that unconditional love still needs to go towards either that person, that thing, or even towards yourself, is what I'm getting, because that unconditional love and grace is, you know, this again, that Queen of Wands energy. She's full of grace, she's confident, she has self-esteem, she's, you know, she's within her own mind, body, and soul power. We've got the shark for the this is for spirit. Lead as a powerful and peaceful warrior. Okay, so I feel like, again, you know, the ending of some sort of cycle coming through. You may even be the one that actually is the one that makes this ending. It might be you, okay? Because it feels like that end, it's almost like you feel that end of that cycle happening, and you're the one that actually takes charge of it. Now, again, take it as it resonates. The hyena, dare to be different. And we've got this ladybird, accept happiness and good fortune. I almost feel, like I'm feeling some sort of hold here. This could be family and friends. You know, as you're going through this ending, there might be resisting, or people telling you what it is that they, because you know, with the hyenas, they can be tricksters, right? So even though you're daring to be different, you've got this hyena energy, which is like trickster, manipulative. You know, hyenas are you know, they're nasty little creatures, is, you know, that's the bottom line. I feel like that energy is coming through. Like you might feel pressure in regards to this ending coming from other people. It could even be, again, within yourself. Maybe you're resisting in some way, but I feel like you need to follow what your instincts are telling you. So even, you know, that dare to be different, it's like maybe people won't like that you're being different. Maybe people won't like that you're stepping away from something, or you're letting go of something, but it is truly for your own happiness, and you have to accept that happiness and good fortune, is what I'm getting. Going through this process is going to lead to your ultimate happiness in some manner and with something. That's what I'm receiving there. So let's take a look into relationships and see what is coming through for you this week, Libra. All right. So this is relationships for Libra. I just feel like a very, this is going to be, I don't know, I feel like a lot of burdens being lifted for you, is what I'm getting. It's almost like a weight coming off of your shoulder, the ending of a cycle, something that you, even though you may not have expressed it either to yourself or to someone else, it almost feels like this is a relief for you. Like, oh, thank God you said it, or thank God you're agreeing to it, or thank, you know what I mean, or whatever it is, or thank God I'm not thinking this way anymore. If it's a mindset, that's what I keep getting. But yeah, there's some sort of ending of some sort. So let's take a look into relationships for honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. And soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So I feel like for some of you, I want to get some clarification cards, because I feel like letting go of one thing is bringing in something else. And it could be the fact that I feel like an ending of a cycle is going to some way bring through this soulmate type of energy. Now, this might be somebody that you already know. It could be somebody on the horizon. It could be somebody like maybe you need to let go of one person or one idea in order to bring this true soulmate forward. And even if it's not exactly happening this week where the soulmate comes forward, I feel like the energy is there, but you need to let go of whatever it is that you're hanging on to at this moment. That's what I keep getting. Like it feels as though, and maybe for some of you, you know, it's letting go of an old mindset in order to bring your relationship closer. But I really am feeling some sort of loss again, a heaviness being lifted in order to allow something new to come through. And I do feel like this might possibly be a new person for some of you. All right. Again, take it as it resonates. You know, you might be in a 20-year happy relationship, and that's great. You know, but again, it does feel like there's something new coming through. All right. I do. I feel like there's a heaviness. It's almost like this weight on my shoulders is disappearing, is what I keep feeling. So let's get some clarification cards. Let's clarify the honeymoon. We've got the Page of Coins. We have that King of Wands energy. You know, it's interesting because we had the Queen of Wands earlier. So this, for me, what I'm feeling in here, this could be, again, somebody new that is trying to come through, because the King of Wands, he's new, he's passionate. You know, it's like a new energy. It's embracing the new. It's embracing a new passion. And we've got this Four of Cups. So you might have been holding off on something to do with bringing this new person in simply because you knew you needed to let go of some sort of past energy, okay, or past mindset, which that could be. It could be that Tower energy is releasing a past mindset in order to, you know, especially if we've been hurt in the past, or maybe, you know, we were having negative thoughts in the past, that negative energy could be releasing. And what I'm also getting for some of you too, that hyena energy, sometimes people like to keep us in a place that is in a negative mindset simply because of the fact that it kind of puts them in control of something. Okay, so if you have been seeking a soulmate, or you have been looking for this new relationship to come through, I feel like for some of you, you might be hearing, you know, like family and friends saying, oh, you know, men today or women today, you know, this sucks, that sucks, whatever it is. Like, they're just putting negative energy out there. You can really hear the rain, and I'm sorry, I hope it's not, you know, going to be too loud in the video. I apologize if it is, but it's really coming down right now. So let's take a look at flirt. We've got that Three of Wands energy. We have the Fool. Yeah, something new is coming through, and the Hierophant is coming through. It feels like this is a new energy. It's something like, it almost feels like your person, if there's a person, a particular person that you've been wanting to come through, that person of interest, or, you know, that person that you felt like your soulmate, this is what it's telling me is you do have to let go of some old mindset, or it might be a person, place, or thing that you need to release in order to bring this through. All right, we've got the King of Coins for soulmate. So this person, you know, could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. It could be anybody, but I feel like this person is going to be very confident. This King of Coins energy, you know, he's very stable. He's very content. He knows what it is that he wants, and he knows what it is that he likes. He's very earthbound within himself. Okay, I'm also getting here this Strength card coming through. It could be a Leo as well. And we've also got this Seven of Wands energy, competition. So I feel like, again, for some of you, it feels like That's Seven of Wands. Wow, you can really hear it. You can hear the lightning and thunder, hey? Crazy, isn't it? That Seven of Wands energy coming through is really telling me to let go. Really let go. I feel like really letting go of any ideas or things that were blocking you or blocking this relationship reaching its potential, because there's a very strong energy here of this person coming forward is what I'm receiving here. But again, going back into that Tower energy, you need to do some releasing first, okay? And let's move on. Let's see what the universe has to say. Now, it doesn't mean that this person is going to come through this week, okay? But I feel like that energy that you're going to be letting go of is going to be the catalyst for bringing this through, okay? So I hope that that helps. I hope you understand what it is that I'm saying, because some people will say, well, they didn't come through this week. Well, no, but it's the catalyst. It helps bring it forward. The work that you've done is the start of energy that is being created by the universe in order to bring this through. All right, so let's take a look at cards from the universe. Let's see what messages the universe has for us today. Messages for Libra from the universe, the mirror. Yeah, know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. Again, coming back into that Queen of Wands energy. All right, I feel like this is the time to really examine, take a look inside. Again, release that Tower moment. Release what it is that is no longer serving you, what it is that you're hanging on to, what it is that you no longer need. Take a look in the mirror, you know, and there's a very good expression. Take a look around you and see what it is that you're drawing to yourself, because when you look around you, it really shows you where it is that your mindset is and what it is that you're drawing into yourself. And I feel like with this mirror, that's exactly what it's telling you. Take a look at who you are. What is it that you want to release from yourself? What ideas, what mindsets do you want to release in order to bring through this new energy, whether it's within a soulmate or whether it's within just some sort of new strength and confidence within yourself. So let's get some clarifying cards. With the mirror, we have a new project, like a newborn baby. Your actions are growing your idea into a reality. It's interesting because Aquarius had that too. And I do feel like for air signs right now, it is going to be, it's like a new, it's like, this is like a new era. It does. It just feels like a new era for some of these air signs. It feels like, you know, what it is that you do right now are going to help create that new reality for you coming into the future. And I feel like a very near future, okay? And it says a vision board. Create a board with images and words that inspire you. Yeah, going back into that mirror, okay? What is it? How do you see yourself? How do you want to see yourself? Are you that strong and confident individual? Are you, you know, what is it that you're aspiring for the future, whether it is a soulmate or whether it is a new job, a new project? Create something. Now, it doesn't need, you don't need to create an actual vision board if you don't feel like it, but you know, this is talking about focusing, allowing your mental mind, your spiritual self, again, that World card, that completion coming through. Allow yourself to let go in order to clear out the junk that you no longer need, to focus in on the happiness of the future is what I'm getting. And then when you look in the mirror, you're going to really, you know, you should be enjoying what you're seeing now. But as you release, you're going to enjoy that person that is looking back at you, that self-examination. You're going to look back at it and go, that was truly needed. And that was truly what it was that brought me forward into where it is that I'm desiring for myself to be now. All right. So I truly hope that that has helped, Libra. Thank you so much. Please click like, share, and subscribe to my videos or to my channel. Subscribe to my channels if you find that this reading resonates with you. I do appreciate it if you do share my videos. And thank you so much. Many blessings. Take care. Gemini, this is your reading for July 13th to July 20th. We're looking into mind, body, and spirit. We're going to be looking into relationships as well as some messages from the universe. Just so you know, there is a massive thunderstorm going on at the moment, and it's raining like crazy. So I hope that it doesn't interfere with the audio of this video. If it does, I truly apologize. It's been going on now for about at least 10 minutes, so it's quite the little storm that we've got going on here. So just give me a second here. I'm going to shuffle and get messages for Gemini. All right, for mind, we have the Nine of Swords. For body, we have the King of Swords. For spirit, we have that Justice card coming in. I feel like somebody, this could be you, it could be somebody around you, but mentally, you know, it feels like you've got a lot of stuff on your mind. Here's the interesting thing with the Nine of Swords, though. It doesn't take away if there was some sort of injustice done to you, but I do feel that your mental state is really being challenged at this moment, this Nine of Swords energy, you know. But the thing is that sometimes we're also not seeing things the way that they truly are, is what I'm also getting. So I feel like with that King of Swords, it's time to remove yourself on an emotional level and take an objective look towards the situation. It does feel like with Spirit coming through with this Justice card, it feels like there was some sort of justice, some karmic justice done, or that there is about to be towards whatever it is that has broken you into this Nine of Swords energy. I do feel like Spirit is also asking you to balance yourself, to really take a look. That Nine of Swords, even though it is a mental state that, you know, can be so broken, okay, it feels like it's just so broken. It is also, it can affect, you know, our body. It can affect our heart space. It does feel like right now you do need to take a step back and take an objective look at it, is what I'm getting with this King of Swords energy. Whatever is or has happened, or even it could even be a situation that, you know, is about to happen to some degree. I do feel that there, again, with that Justice card coming through, it feels like there's some sort of justice coming towards somebody or something. There's a balancing of the scales here. And I feel like, you know, in your mind, you might be thinking, you know, how do I exact this issue? How do I make it beneficial to me? How do I change the fairness within this situation? What I'm being told is let Spirit handle it. Okay. I think I just, I thought that was a ladybug on my thing, and I thought I actually heard it, but it was just a piece of fuzz. I'm so silly. I can't stand hurting any sort of insects or anything, so it would be like just, you know, devastating for me. As weird as that sounds, but I feel like there's some sort of justice that's about to come in for you. You can see all of these swords, okay? And I feel like for you, what you need to do is really concentrate on healing yourself. Don't, you know, try to take away any sort of feelings that you need to exact justice on a situation in some way. It also feels like here is that your mind could be boggled with external circumstances that really may not even really belong to you, okay? And that's going to resonate for some. And it's time to maybe just take a step back, you know, from social media. It could be taking a step back, going into some sort of hermit mode with, you know, away from family and friends, something that is bringing you down. It feels like there is just some sort of chaos that's being played within your mind at this point in time, but it is saying to take a clearer look at it, take a step back and really evaluate it in order to help clear it, in order to help balance those scales within yourself. So let's get some clarifying cards. We've got the snake coming through. Live according to your divine essence. So again, I feel like somebody may have been a snake towards you, or maybe you're feeling like somebody is acting like a snake towards you. But again, I feel like taking that step back and looking at it objectively. Stay within yourself, stay within your divine essence. You don't need to participate, I guess would be the best word, participate in the behavior of others. So if somebody is doing something towards you, or somebody's behaving in a way towards you, stay within your divine essence. Don't let that snake type of energy affect your mental or your physical state. I'm also getting the B. So it talks about spread heart healing with the joy. So it might be that taking that objective look towards that situation might actually help heal that situation. Because sometimes, again, if we're not looking at things in an objective way, we might be misinterpreting. And I'm not saying you are, but it's take a look at it. Take that step back and take an objective look at it. Are you misinterpreting what that action or words or thoughts or whatever it was that came towards you? Okay. The turtle, be joyful and trusting. Again, I feel like there's something going on here that you might have in your mind, that there may have been some sort of miscommunication or an action that you took on a more personal level than truly what it was meant to be. Okay. Now, I mean, if somebody has come at you in a really deceiving and nasty type of way, again, I feel like it's time to let justice, let spirit, let the universe take care of the justice of that. For yourself, work on your inner being to really clear that energy. Okay, be playful and trusting. Trust that the universe is going to clear this up for you. Okay, be, spread love, spread joy. Okay, and even this, if this is within yourself. So the Raven, this is for coming in with the King of Swords. It's funny because the Raven and the King of Swords, they just seem so, they feel so united. Whenever I see these cards, the Raven, it says prepare for change. So I feel like, again, taking that step back, looking at something in a different way will not only change the energy, but it will help heal the energy, and it will move it forward into the future in a more positive way. We've got the Hedgehog coming through. Be a magnet of light, love, and joy. It's really talking about changing your energy here, Gemini. So I know sometimes when, people look at readings and, they see something like that, it's like, you're just telling me to be positive and you just want me to do this. And it's like, yes, but, the thing is, I've been doing this a long time, and really changing that state, that mental, giving yourself that mental clarity, it really does make a difference within our inner beings. We've got the Badger, bring your life into balance. So again, with that Justice card, it does talk about that balance. And I do feel like releasing some of this energy, taking another look at things in different perspectives, maybe all angles, because that King of Swords, he's very unemotional. He takes a step back and he looks at things in a very objective way. He just looks at it like, I'm going to look at it like this, but I'm not putting emotion into it. I'm looking at it as it truly is, not how it is playing out in my mind. All right. So then we've got for underneath Spirit, we have the Sheep, act with fortitude and cooperation. Yeah, like sometimes a situation calls us to cooperate, not only with maybe another person, but also within ourselves, that mind, body, and spirit. Okay, it all is about a balance, and we need to cooperate all three sides in order to create that balance within us. It also talks about the llama. So it says, set clear boundaries and enforce them. And this might be within you. Again, this might be that mental state, not allowing chaos to enter your mind. Set that boundary that I'm not going to get into this mindset. This could have to do with other people, especially if there was some sort of injustice done towards you. It's basically saying, how do I clear up the situation? How do I not make it happen again in the future? Set those clear boundaries. Okay, you might have to do it with some sort of cooperation with somebody, or again, maybe making that cooperation could come within you, but it does talk about setting that in boundaries and enforce them. All right, we've got the dolphin coming through. Live joyfully and in the present. So a lot of times our mental state can definitely be affected by living in the past or living in the future. Okay, and that can bring about this Nine of Swords energy because we're so focused on either side that we're not allowing the present to come through. We're not allowing ourselves to stay in the present, and we're not allowing ourselves to look at, I always feel like blessings. When I see this, it's almost like blessings for me. Allow yourself to go through your blessings, show your gratitude, for the right now, not for the future, not for things that have happened in the past. The past is done, lessons are over. Be grateful for where it is that you are right here and right now. Okay. And this is what I keep getting. And I also feel like too, is like with this Justice card coming through in the Spirit position, I really feel like Spirit is telling you, balance yourself. Allow yourself that balance. Allow yourself that gratitude. Allow yourself that grace. Okay? Allow yourself to be joyful and trusting. Allow us to help you through this process. Take a look at things, again, not as you believe them to be, but perhaps look at them in a different way, and you may see a whole new perspective towards what it is that has been bringing you into this sadness or this extreme state of mental chaos. All right, so we're going to take a look into relationships for Gemini. This is for relationships for Gemini, July 13th to July 20th. What is coming through for relationships? Okay, relationships for Gemini. Playfulness, to recapture romance. Allow your inner playful spirit to fun to shine. It's funny because when we are in that state, that Nine of Swords energy, we aren't being playful. And we even had that turtle coming through. I believe it was the turtle that talked about being playful and being joyous. When we start bringing fun back into our lives, we allow ourselves to live in a different mindset. We allow ourselves to live in that state of the present as opposed to the past or the future. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So this codependency, this, the addiction, sometimes, here's the thing, this could, actually relate to somebody. Could be your person of interest. It could be yourself. But one of the things that I am getting is sometimes we get addicted to feeling miserable. Bottom line, I'm just being honest. Like sometimes we do get addicted to having a certain mind state or a mental state. And we hang on to that because we don't know any different. And I do feel that that could be affecting some of you. Okay, again, that codependency, this could have to do with people around you, but it does say express your love, go ahead and make the romantic a gesture. So we're going to get some clarifying cards for this. But I do feel that if one of the scenarios that I'm actually feeling within my mind right now, one of the things, the messages that are coming through, is I feel that for some of you, there is a person of interest, but you've been stuck in this mind state of you know, whatever it is, whether they weren't expressing it, or it could be, you know, this could even be talking about somebody new coming in, but it almost feels like you're, it feels like this person, and again, this is going to relate to some of you, it almost feels like there's a person that didn't quite maybe respond, or maybe they said something that sort of brought you into that Nine of Swords energy. And again, it says take that step back with the King of Swords, look at it objectively. And are you staying in that mindset, okay, instead of expressing your love and allowing yourself, and it doesn't even need to be expressing it on a verbal level. It could be, you know, just changing your energy, because people do feel that everything is energy, and what we're emitting is what we're going to emitting, not admitting, what we're emitting is what it is that we're going to bring in. And this is what I'm getting with that. So it feels like allow yourself that playfulness, allow yourself to express how it is that you feel, not only within yourself, because I feel like too, I'm also hearing sometimes we get scared to admit what it is that we're feeling. We're scared to admit it to ourselves. We're scared to admit it to somebody else. And that does get our energy very stuck. It gets stuck in this Nine of Swords energy where, you know, we're just playing things over and over in our head instead of allowing it to release and moving forward, allowing ourselves to express it, changing that energy to draw what it is that we want or we desire toward us. That's what I keep getting. All right. And sometimes things can happen in a circle. Sometimes things are, you know, where they just happen over and over again. And we have to sit there and we have to take a look. What is it that I'm doing to keep bringing about this energy? And that can bring about some mental stress as well. All right. So let's take a look. Let's do some clarifying for playfulness. The King of Cups. Yeah. Playfulness. What I'm getting here, especially with this King of Cups energy. I mean, this is somebody with an open heart. This is somebody who's in control of his emotions. That playfulness can help bring back some of that control. Instead of taking everything so seriously, instead of, you know, looking at every little dang thing and like interpreting it and overthinking it, you know, go just have fun with it, is what I'm receiving here as well. We've also got that Four of Swords. You might need to take a step back in order to bring yourself into that energy. And it's also coming in with that Ten of Coins, that completion card. I feel like for some of you, this is what you are desiring. You're desiring this Ten of Coins, this completion, this setting up for the future, this having this this security for the future. But, you know, there might be patterns that are being repeated here, and it's time to let them go within yourself. This codependency, we've got that Five of Coins again. You know, I do feel like those pentacles can really talk about that we're not allowing ourselves to see the light, or somebody else isn't allowing themselves to see the light. But here's the thing, you can't really help somebody else in that state. But I do feel like for some of you, this, you know, this Five of Coins and this codependency, yeah, you know, you almost, I'm not going to say you enjoy that mindset, but it's almost like that, because that's the wrong word. But what I'm getting here is that you're so used to that mindset that it's hard to see beyond that mindset. You're not allowing yourself to see the positive, or the change that, you know, that can happen by changing your thought process, is what I'm getting. We've also got that Three of Wands. So yeah, that's exactly like, start looking towards the future with this hope and the faith. Okay, because when we're stuck in this Five of Pentacles, we're not seeing the future for what it can truly be. We're seeing an image that we're creating with our minds that is not a true reality. start looking at it, how you want it to be, how you want to create it. Start manifesting is what I'm getting here. And we've got the Fool. Yeah, take it. It's like leap of faith. Whenever I see the Fool, this is a new opportunity. This could be a whole new adventure. This could be a whole change of life, like changing your mindset. This week, it really feels like new things. Like you're going to look, and you're going to look past at the back, in the past, and you're going to go, holy cow, like what the heck was I thinking? Because I love the way that I'm thinking now. And it is a slow process. It doesn't sometimes happen overnight. But I do feel that you can make that step forward. The Hierophant is coming in for express your love. I do feel like there could be a marriage. This actually could be talking about an actual traditional marriage. It could be that you are seeking a relationship that will lead to some sort of marriage or stronger commitment. But in order to do that, again, you need to start really focusing in on the future instead of the past. All right. It's talking about here that King of Coins. Yeah, that strength, that King of Coins. He's strong. He's confident. He's got his stuff together. That King of Coins energy. It could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. It doesn't need to be. I'm just saying it could be, but this person, I feel like this could be you. This could be your person of interest. There's just a very strong sense, a strong sense of self within this person, okay? And I feel like this is the person that you want to draw forward. It could also be talking about you, is by doing this releasing, allowing yourself to look forward into the future. This could bring about this element of confidence, okay, towards you, having that security that we talked about in here. We've got that Ten of Coins and that King of Coins, having that security, that being grounded instead of being stuck in that mental state of confusion. It's allowing yourself to be grounded and allowing yourself to be strong. We've also got here, what did we just talk? Strength. That's funny. So we've got this Strength card coming through. Yeah, this is exactly what I feel it could be talking about. So over this next week, all right, allow yourself to take a look at situations from the past and take a look at them objectively. Allow yourself to release what it is that no longer belongs to you, and allow yourself the strength to step forward and really look at your future with this hope, okay, and this faith, in order to bring about what it is that you are desiring at this time. So let's get some messages from the universe to close off this reading. There's little kids outside, I don't know, screaming or taking a walk or something like that. So all right, these are messages. A message from the universe for Gemini for the week of July 13th to the 20th. Vulnerability. Yeah. Open your heart and allow yourself to be tender. What did we just talk about? This whole reading has been talking about leading to vulnerability. When we release those negative images and thoughts that we play within our mind, it allows us to be vulnerable. It allows us to open up our heart. It allows, once we reach a state of vulnerability, we're allowing a more beautiful future to come through and be stronger for us. It allows us to be in a state where we're allowing the universe to balance the things that need to be balanced with that Justice card. All right? It allows us new visions for the future. It allows us that security and that confidence. I know that, sometimes people struggle with that and they say, well, how can vulnerability make you confident? It's because you're not holding back anymore. And that's where that confidence comes from. It's allowing yourself to look at things in a different perspective, in a different light, in a more objective type of way. And it allows what it is, the beauty of what the universe has to offer us. So let's get some clarifying cards in regards to vulnerability. Keep going. Like the energy of any disappointments to use the energy of any disappointments to fuel your creative project with authentic emotion. Okay, so take the disappointments, release them, but use them as energy to bring you forward. Okay, when we're no longer hanging on to them, when we release them, think of it like a jet stream. When you release an energy, it moves you forward. That's probably the best explanation I have. That's what I keep seeing. It actually feels like, releasing moves you forward because you're dropping old baggage, right? Use it as a fuel and let go. Release the desire to control the situation and leave it up to God's infinite wisdom to resolve everything beautifully. Exactly what we talked about this one whole reading. It's time to let go. It is time to have that faith that things are working. And here's the thing is that when we try to control things within our mind, in our space, in our mental space, what we're actually doing is we're not allowing the universe to come in and help resolve it. Okay, so I truly hope that that has helped, Gemini. Please click like. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share the videos if you found that they resonated with you. Have a wonderful week and take care. Many blessings.